All good. Thumbs up.
The steam catapult is a great advance on earlier catapults, and the ride that you get is very smooth. And you're advised to put your head back before you're fired off, because if you don't, you're liable to bang it on the headrest. But this sort of things happen on the smoothest of catapults. Taking off and landing from an aircraft carrier is a very exhilarating experience. It is far less difficult than people think it is. The Buccaneer in particular, when you're launched from the carrier, you're launched hands off. That means that you have in fact got your left hand holding the throttles forward to make sure that they won't come back with the force of going down the catapult. With your right hand, you're not touching the stick at all. The aeroplane is properly trimmed, and you just leave your right hand on your knee. And after you've been launched, then with no great hurry, you just take over the aeroplane and fly it away.
However, not all pilots always found it so easy.
As far as landing the aeroplane is concerned, again, people think it looks frightfully difficult. It's nothing like as difficult as it appears. You are interested in three specific aspects. One is speed, one is the center line, and the other is the glide slope. The center line is quite easy to see because it's painted down the center of the flight deck, and usually in day-glow red. The speed is easy to see because the airspeed indicator is specifically placed up on the coaming where you can see it out of the corner of your eye. As far as the glide slope is concerned, there's what started life as a mirror sight, where a light was shone into a mirror which reflected back towards the pilot, and halfway up the mirror in either side were a row of green lights.
Shifting slightly left. Dropping slightly low now. Little power. Roger, and hold that action. Okay, got it.
In a normal squadron, you would have, in our Navy, 14 airplanes. Typically, two of those would be configured as air-to-air refueling tankers, and one would be configured in the photographic role, and the rest would be configured in the weapons role for whatever weapons you wanted. And the squadrons would be required to become proficient in everything up to a certain standard. Then you would further specialize pilots and observers to being particularly good at certain roles that you thought you would be needing in the theatre to which you were sent. Because one of the functions of an aircraft carrier is that it's carrying a whole airfield with it, and it has a fighter squadron on board, and it has an anti-submarine helicopter squadron on board, and it has this strike capability. And so it is carrying with it an ability to establish air superiority in its own environment. They're very complete systems, which is why the Eastern Bloc took such a tremendous interest in them, because they were worried by them, and understandably, I think. And the American carriers, of course, are twice as big as the ones which we had. And they are formidable machines.
Okay, come port 040, wind 29038. 22070. That's the enemy radar. Down you go. Okay, standard under the lobe descent. Fine. Passing 25,000. You've got the altimeter setting, haven't you? Yep, 1009, isn't it? That's it. Passing 1,000 feet. Check. Okay. Low level now. Increasing. Roger. Come starboard 045. Steady 045. I've got the landfall. Starboard 047. Roger. 047. Visual. You see the fjord? Yep, quite happy. About 10 miles.